Hi, my name is John, and today I'm going to talk about the banking industry. We have grown up looking at the bank when we go with our parents and we look at them what they do and what are the various things they are doing during our journey with them in the bank. Want to give a little perspective who are looking for a job, banking job. In banks, there are two types basically. It's a government bank and the private bank. More or less, work wise, things remain same. The only difference, with my experience, I've seen the government banks going towards computerization, so a little manual work, and private banks are definitely with the technologies, everything is more of computerized and processing is done. Now, when you come for the jobs in bank, basically there are two parts normally we know about it. One is the retail side of the bank, which is actually anybody like going to the bank and opening a savings account or a current account for a company as a proprietorship or a sole proprietorship or partnership, small firms. So these are one part. Then you have a corporate banking. Corporate banking is basically these are large organizations, though they open current accounts, but then the way they function and for what they work around is a little different. And in a normal private bank or a government bank, when you when you get a job, is the basic things what we have been told is about opening a savings account. How do you open a savings account? What are the documents required for opening a current account? What are the documents required? This is goes both with this government banks and the private banks. Now, when we talk about corporate, again, one part of the corporate banking is same with respect to the opening of a current account. So there's a different procedures for the private limited and the partnership and those big organizations. So the work revolves around serving these clients, be it current account or be it the savings account. So what are the services we come across? Help them with withdrawal of money, help them with making fixed deposits, recurring deposits, and help them whenever their check comes for clearing, help them with the clearing of the checks. So this is very basic structure. Now, unlike the very old traditional banking, which I have heard or we had heard earlier, that there is very much of sitting and calculation and then books, writing of books and so forth and things. This is no more there now. As I said, most of them are becoming computerized. The major front end, when you're sitting in the front desk at the entrance at the bank, there is no much of a calculation per se, I could say. It's basically just serving the customers. So you have to decide. So that is the front desk where you're opening account, interacting with clients, helping them with fixed deposits and your FDs, RDs, and clearing of checks. And whatever the queries they have, you're resolving it. The second step, now since that is the operational part, every bank or every organization to work have to sell. So the second part of your career, which very is not defined in any of your job profiles and things when you get an offer letter, there's a part of sales involved. Basically, to survive, you need to sell, and that's how any organization earns profits. So in doing so, what is the things you as a front desk officer will have to sell? You have major one is insurance, life insurances. Basically, life insurances, you have term insurances and the ULIP linked insurances. Basically, we push for the ULIP link because that is where the equity linked insurances, that is where any organization gets the maximum percentage of shares. So that's the main focus around all these sales. Apart from this, then you will have home loan leads generation, mutual funds to be sold, and then as and when there's an car level of car loans, and then you have two-wheeler loans, so forth and so forth. So just study what is that you would love to do. Front desk, this is the part. Back end, back office, and then yes, I mean there is growth doing so, but very much limited because you need a banking operational part you're doing, taking care of. Now, backend is entirely at the, what I said is everything is getting computerized and centralized. So there is a backend unit of for every major banks which processes. Now you take a FD request and then you send it to the team through your system, and then the backend team will actually feed in the data and things like that in the system and get it ready. So that's the backend. So everything, account opening, you take the forms and things like that, you give it to the center, and then the central team at the backend team, they will open the account, create the things in their respective systems. So that is the backend operations. So are you interested in that? Just find out on that. Now, these are basics of banking. Now, to go further, find out what is the interest, in which field you're interested in. Then you have something called as investment banking. Now, investment banking is a different vertical where there are high net worth clients like savings account clients, big clients, CEOs and things, where they have their own savings account and they will have their wealth to be managed. In that case, there are persons who will guide them where to invest, how to invest. So those vertical is called as investment banking. Find out if you're interested in that. Apart from these, a little bit closer is then would you like to be in sales, which has sales, car loan sales department, then your home loan departments. Then you have the insurance. The insurance is a different vertical itself. Are you interested in insurance companies? Yeah, I mean, sales do help people in getting their incentives and things like that. So that's another different area. That's another vertical. So that is completely sales per se. So you need to find out what you are interested in. And how do you do that? Write down whatever information, whatever you like, and what are the information you have for each and every area. Then try to research on that. Find it out. You will get it. Thank you.